Good morning, guys. I'm not going to come on camera today. I mean, I will probably in a minute. I have a cold. I'm still recovering, and I was getting better from my myocarditis, and then bam, I picked up the cold that everyone in the family has, so I feel rotten. Hence why I've just done another order. I did not want to have to go out. I feel rubbish. And yes, so this is a kind of, it's a 4 weeks one, but at the same time, 4 weeks food shop. But it doesn't feel as like I have as much, but that is because I've bought a few more expensive things this time because it's Valentine's Day and my birthday this week. So I'm doing a bit of meal planning like usual, but I've got a special meal on Valentine's Day, doing like a 3-course meal and having to cater to various diets. So yes, but let me get straight into this, and then I'm going to actually sit down and go through my meal planning spreadsheet with you and share that in the comments. So meat-wise, I already have 3 lots of meat left in the freezer, but I've got some chicken wings because on Valentine's Day I'm going to do a starter or barbecue chicken wings. Then I've got 2 packets of chicken thighs because they're just so much cheaper. I want chicken breast, but honestly, to save money, these were only £2.89 per one, so it's just much more affordable. And I'm doing some stews and some other things. I'll do the recipes at the end. And then got some bacon, that's for 2 recipes, just for breakfast for one day, and then also for cheeseburgers. I'm doing bacon cheeseburgers for one meal. Got some steak, these are for Valentine's Day. These were, I think, £3.85 each, so it wasn't awful, but things like this have pushed up the price. So we've got steaks, 2 of those for the main meal on Valentine's Day. Only a couple of frozen things, I didn't really need a lot. I actually realised I just haven't done the order properly or saved it because I didn't need peas, and I thought I took that off, and I spotted tomatoes as well, so now I've got double the amount of peas, and that probably means I'm missing something. Great. This is what happens when you're sick. Curly fries, Jaden likes those, and some more ice cream for him. I've got some of these sausages that we like, the Heck ones. Some burgers, that's for our cheeseburger night, bacon cheeseburgers. I've got some raspberries, which I'm making trifle for the pudding on Valentine's Day. I'm doing, yes, this is a good point, actually. I'm looking around. I'm not seeing the things I added. I ordered strawberries as well, and they're not here. So either I've made a mess up on the order, or they haven't arrived. So I need to check that, because I ordered strawberries as well. So I was meant to have 2 packets of raspberries and strawberries, which were for the trifle, which is very annoying. Some kale, some tomatoes that I thought I cancelled, some broccoli, more milk for Terry. I have got some crisps, 3 packets of crisps this week. 2 things of the vegan cream. This is what I'm going to be using for the trifle. It's a different trifle because I can't have dairy or gluten, and nor can Jaden. Some goat's cheese here. Some roasted red pepper hummus for sandwiches. Pecorino, which is going to be for some carbonara. I can have goat's cheese though, I've said that in previous videos, so that's why I get those. Some ham, pepperonis for Jaden's lunches. Some chorizo. This is going to be with some of the chicken thighs to make a Spanish chicken chorizo stew. It's very nice, so I'll share the recipe for that. Custard, that's for the trifle. I could make my own, but I just thought for ease. Some goat's butter that I have, and then some vegan butter otherwise. Cow pole, because we've been a sick house and we've gone through cow poles, so we needed more for Jaden. The best barbecue sauce ever. I did find this one this time, so I've grabbed that. More expensive, but it's the best, or I think it's the best. So really snuffly. Some dog food that will get Hardy through the week. So he has this one, the Natura, and it was on offer today. I think it was £1.14 per one, hence why I'm buying it individually, not in a pack. 4 baked beans, they're 50p each. It's really sad that I know some of these prices. Some of their thick white M&S super soft loaf, and some buns for the burgers. Some Coke as a treat for Terry, but it was only £9 because it was on offer, so that was really good. Smoothies for the boys, they have these at school. Jelly, which is for the trifle, and a couple of then treats here, some club bars, and then these are for the trifle actually. So instead of using the kind of traditional cake, I can't remember the name of it, the little lady fingers, it said the recipe just to use gluten-free madeleines, so I'm hopeful for that. And then I've just got a couple of things for the snack drawer, which is these pick-up minis. I thought they could take them in their lunch, Rice Krispie Seal bars, and some Jaffa cakes because they like them. So not a massive one, and I honestly now need to check my order because I'm convinced, or I know I put strawberries in, so I don't know where they are, and I'm just a bit worried what I've done because I thought I cancelled those, I thought I cancelled the tomatoes, so now I do need to check, and this is what happens when you're sick. Right, I am sitting down and I just now want to show you, I've shown this briefly before, but this is my meal planning spreadsheet. It's a Google Doc, and I'm actually going to share this in the link. I'll leave kind of like a blank copy with a few examples that you can then use yourself. And this is how I've now started meal planning, as well as holding a kind of list of my groceries or shopping, food, however you say it, and also my recipes. So basically it is listed for the whole week. There are 5 weeks on here. Some months obviously have 4, some have 5. It's just going up. And then in each week I have a section for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a section if I need to buy any ingredients. I also then to the right have a little section which I use for the snacks. So maybe that's like cakes and more biscuits, things I'm going to actually make that week. I put here just so I know what kind of snacks I'm going to have in the house. And then also these are things I need to make ahead. So it's usually soups or freezer meals I'm going to make ahead. So for example, for this week, I'm making ahead a tomato and feta soup in my Instant Pot and a tomato and basil soup. And then I'm going to freeze any extras. For snacks, I'm making a vanilla fluffy cake. It's like kind of like this, I think it's like a flourless cake. It's got flour, but it's the tiny bit. It's very, very light. It uses loads of eggs, which is perfect because we have an influx of eggs. And then this week's menu is up here. So I always do mine from Sundays, and we always have a bit of a cooked breakfast on a Sunday. Really bad light, sorry, today. And then I will do a toad in the hole. That's today's dinner, actually. Toad in the hole with vegetables and gravy. Breakfasts are usually the same because our breakfasts, especially during the week, are so busy and hectic with going to work and school. So we just need to get out. So I normally either have toast or cereal or smoothie. I always have the smoothie, husband has the toast, the kids have the cereal. So that's kind of how it's divided. And then on Saturdays, I tend to do pancakes or something different. So this week's lunches I am doing, and also on Sunday we don't have breakfast, we get up late. So it's always kind of breakfast is lunch, hence why there's a gap there. So we're having the tomato and basil soup for Monday's lunch. Then we're having cheese and ham toasties, or husband is, and kids. And then I'm going to have a spicy tomato goat's cheese pasta. And we've got bagel, ham and sandwich spread. Red pepper, salami and chili open sandwich, which is for me. Because I'm gluten dairy free, I tend to have different things. So mine's listed differently. That's the tomato and feta soup. Cheese and ham baguette, because I've got a baguette that needs to be used up. And I'm going to have some carbonara. And then dinners for this coming week, we're doing meatballs, pasta and garlic bread. I've already got garlic bread in the freezer, have loads of pasta and had meatballs from last week's food shop. This is then, I've actually got the days mixed up. This is my birthday, so that actually is going there. I've just realised that's Valentine's Day. I'm getting mixed up. So for Valentine's Day, I'm going to be doing the barbecue chicken wings, steak, chips, peas and trifle like I spoke about. And actually on my birthday, I'll probably just do this one because it's an Instant Pot one, a chicken and chorizo stew, which I'm going to serve with some vegetables. That one, I think I found it on Tesco page. I'll leave links down below. Then I'm going to do a beef lasagna, garlic bread and kale salad, bacon cheeseburgers, chips and beans, and then this new one, which I haven't done before, this one pan, creamy tomato, chicken thighs and gnocchi. I don't have any gnocchi, but I have seen that I can make it, so I think I'm going to do that. And then I've also already got the food then for this Sunday, which is another cooked breakfast, and this satay chicken. So using chicken breast, rice noodles and red cabbage and making like a peanut sauce, which I already have the ingredients for those. And if I already have the ingredients and if that meal's already kind of locked in, then I turn the colour blue and I start then planning my weeks as I go down, which is what I'm doing today. My kind of grocery or kind of food storage list, this has loads of tabs at the top for your vegetables, your fruits, or your dairy items, baked goods, cans, dry goods, spices, sauces, meats, frozen drinks, etc., going all the way across to then any kind of medicines, things like that, pet food. And I have it laid out so that you have the item listed on the left on here. Then I have the inventory of how many I actually have in stock and the number of the ones I'm going to buy. So like this time I was going to buy some cheese provolone next week because I've decided to do some different recipes. I need to get another garlic bread, a ciabatta, so I've started doing that. And again, I turn it another colour just so it helps me. I'm sorry for this being really grainy. I think my phone's picking up on my computer, the graininess. And then this one, I do have a lot of cookbooks, but honestly, I forget to get them out. So I've started, and I need to build a lot more up, starting putting our favourite families' recipes into here, or new ones that I don't know how to cook just kind of without looking at a recipe. So things like lemon pancake bake. And you can leave a link to it here. So I've done it. If I want to go to it, I just basically click onto it, doing this one-handed. And straight away it opens up on the person's feed and gives me the recipe. So it's super helpful because it's a Google Doc. It's a lot more flexible. There's lots of lunch ideas. Like here, that's the one I've just found. Oh, get rid of that. I'm trying to do this one-handed. This is the one pan creamy tomato pasta I just said about. So I just found that one. I often use the Delish. The Delish site is really good. Or just Google, honestly. Find any recipes that more inspiration. So that's the one I'm going to cook next week. So it's a really helpful tool. I'm going to leave this down below, like I said, a blank copy with a few examples in it so that you guys could use the same. Maybe it would be helpful for you. I can move things around and really, oh, and also I have this on my phone. I don't know if this is compatible with Android, but on my iPhone, because this is a Mac, I've got this on the Google Docs Sheets document or app, and that's on my phone, so I can view it that way as well. But for me, it's just really helpful, so I can always see what I need to do, what I need to buy. So if I need to get any ingredients, I'd pop them down here, which actually I've just realised going through my food order, which I did mess up. As you can hear, I'm all snuffly. And I forgot to get strawberries, which that's all crossed out because I was doing it the other day. So there you go. I forgot to get strawberries for the trifle, so actually I still need to get strawberries. So there we go. So I hope that proves helpful. A little behind the scenes of how I meal plan. I'm going to share this document down below. I'll leave the recipes down below for the ones that maybe would be helpful that I have a recipe for, like this chicken and chorizo stew. And yeah, I hope to speak to you soon.